October.
Okay. And you've been seeing a therapist since you left.
Yeah, when I left the hospital, I went, and then I went to a therapist, and then something else, some big word.
Oh, you don't know what it is? Like a psychologist or something?
No, it wasn't. It was something for my concussions. Like you do all these, like a physiotherapy for your brain. Kind of.
Oh, it's some
Not like
crazy shit.
Yeah, some crazy shit.
Okay.
They said some fancy word. I don't fucking know. So yeah, that was one of the big eye-opening things for me, because they basically told me, like, you've never healed from a concussion. Since a young age. So that was doing damage. Because it basically, when I went in, they did some tests. You know, they strapped like a little laser to your forehead, and you had to like trace these things. And when I was doing it, I was like all over the place like this.
Yeah.
Thought I killed it. I was like, fuck yeah. Crushed it.
Like, dude,
and then
that
I was like,
terrible.
Literally, I was like, how did I do? I know, all stoked. And she's like, awful. I was like, oh, god damn.
You're like, come on. I thought it looked good. It was like art on there.
I was like, because I thought you had to do like a speed thing.
Oh.
So I fucking crushed it. She's like, okay, go slower and see how you do. If it's squiggly like that, you're awful. So I went slower. And it was even worse.
Oh my god. Yeah, go as fast as you can.
Oh, so yeah. And then, but no, it fucked me up. Like I felt sick coming out of there.
Because you knew something was wrong.
No, just because you...
Whatever they were doing with you.
Yeah, like all the eye movements and all these tests. Like they made me walk a straight line. Couldn't even walk a fucking straight line.
Yeah.
I was like swaying.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah.
So your balance and stuff is kind of off and shit.
Because they said
equilibrium stuff.
Yeah, basically. Because another thing I forgot to touch on was near the end, when I wanted to take my own life, one of the biggest factors of that was I started getting vertigo.
Oh.
On top of all that other stuff, I started getting vertigo. And that's when I was like, fuck it. You know, like, this is
what
life.
Is vertigo exactly?
So basically, think when you're laying down and you get up too fast and you get lightheaded.
Yeah.
It's like that for no apparent reason.
Just happens.
Yeah. And it's like, if your heart rate gets up too high, like if I went for a run, I'd feel dizzy. And I thought that was fucking normal.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was because of all my concussions. I thought that was everyone got that. I thought that was just you're out of breath, you're out of oxygen.
Yeah.
And then basically so when I was at that place, they would do a bunch of tests, make you look around, and like my eyes would hurt. Like, I don't know if you get it. Like if you look over like that, like, does it hurt?
No. But when you say that, the thing about getting your heart rate up and getting like dizzy and shit, I do get that. And I found it's weird because like I've had some major head hits too, like from biking, down biking, like really bad mountain biking crash, dirt biking, fuck all that shit. And then remember that time I smoked weed and fell out of my own truck?
I wasn't there, but
oh my god! Like I passed out and fell backwards. I remember like I hit my head so fucking hard that I was knocked out, but I wasn't like knocked out. I just remember it was almost like I was in my own head just thinking, holy fuck, my head hit the ground so fucking hard.
And you don't realize it, and then all of a sudden it's like a splitting pain, and you're kind of like,
and
you're kind of like brought back to reality.
I couldn't even walk after.
Yeah, that was a concussion. That was a concussion, dude.
Oh, it must have been, dude. I like got
100%.
up, and this guy was watching me in the parking lot, and I would kept trying to stand up, and I would like go to stand on my leg, and I'd just fall. And he's like looking at me, and I'm like, keep trying to do it, and he's just looking, and I'm like, he's like, are you okay? I'm like, no. He literally had to drag me inside and like lay me. I couldn't stand up for 30 minutes. And like, you got to go to the hospital. And this old grandma's like, I'm calling the ambulance. I'm like, do not call the fucking ambulance. I'm not fucking going. I went there and like I sat in the parking lot, and then I never went in. But it's something I'd be curious to look into. Like,
that's a good thing, man. And I mean, like the one that I go to in Burnaby, they're very good. They deal with a lot of NHL players and stuff like that, and a lot of professional athletes. And it was pretty eye opening to realize, like, them talking to me, and basically they told me that every concussion you get, it takes 7 years to get that full effect
back.
Yeah. So say you fall down right now, smash your head, knocked out, get a concussion.
35 years old, I'm good.
Yeah. That's when it stops damaging your brain.
Oh, so it'll automatically stop. Or, I don't know, it depends what you do, I guess. Yeah.
And then it depends how many you get on top of that. So it just makes it worse and worse. And basically that's what I did. I was fucking stacking on the concussions.
Yeah. Did they say
mean,
it gets like exponential or anything from getting more on, or?
Well, they said basically it will get worse,
Mm-hmm.
is what they were saying, and then
As
they don't know.
Yeah.
Like, they don't
I just
really
always
know.
thought they weren't really like fixable, but
It's not.
I don't really like.
That's the thing. Like, you can't do anything. Like, you can, if you get a concussion now and you know it's a concussion, you can sit out, you can do whatever, you can stop that.
Yeah.
But when I was getting them, they never told me anything.
Yeah, it was still just
It was,
making
here's
it worse.
some fucking muscle relaxants. Take those. Take a week off. Get back out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I had no idea what was going on. All they told me was, when you're older, you might get Parkinson's.
You're like,
That was it. And I was like, okay,
like fucking.
I'll deal with that when I'm older.
Yeah, fucking thanks.
But I was like, okay, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that I was going to deal with depression, anxiety, headaches, vertigo,
Mhm.
all that shit at a young age.
Yeah.
And who knows? It might not be from my concussions. I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, that's true.
But
It could be from anything.
Could be from anything, but that's where it's all pointing.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm getting at.
I would say that it probably
More than likely.
is. Yeah.
I mean,
at least some.
my
of
doctor never said, or the guys that I've talked to, they never said, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you have. But they've said, yeah, it's just, everything's pointing that way. We can't say for sure, but